Hello and welcome to English Enterprise, here with one more video class of the week. Today we're going to talk about the pronunciation tip regarding those two words here, which tend to confuse a lot of students who are learning English as a second language. And remember that this video is going to be recorded 100% in English, so you can try and practice your reading and listening abilities. But if you have a hard time understanding something that I might say in this very video here, I'm going to post another one on English Enterprise page so you can compare both videos and try to see what you could really understand. So let's get started. I'm going to teach you 3 tips for you to understand the difference between those two words here. And the first tip regards the phonetic symbol. So if you take a look at an online dictionary, you're going to see that the phonetic symbols of this word here and this word here is different. Remember, you probably know the difference between them when you translate those words to Portuguese. This one here is like 2018, 2017, the collection of 12 months. While this one here is this part of our head, our face. It's this organ that we use to hear things, all right? So this is their definition, and you probably know their translations, but there are significant differences between them regarding their pronunciation. The first one, like I told you, regards the phonetic symbol. As you can see, they're different, and the secret is to paying attention to this very letter here that makes all the difference. So repeat after me. Year, year. You have this extra Y, which extends the word a little bit. So one more time. Year. And this one here, you don't have the letter Y. So the pronunciation is a little shorter than this one. So ear, ear. Year, ear. Year, ear. And of course, when we speak those words separately and pausedly, it gets quite easy to understand them and the difference between them. But let's be honest, when people are speaking fast, you kind of don't notice when they're saying something or another thing. It depends on the context, all right? So this is the first tip, the phonetic symbol between those two words. The second tip is when we use a or an to talk about singular nouns. So when it's singular, you probably need to use one of those, and here's the difference between them. Since I start this word with a consonant, actually Y is considered a semi-vowel, but it sounds like a consonant in this case. So since it's starting with a consonant, I need to say a. So repeat after me. A year, a year, a year. And this one starts with a vowel sound. However, you must use an. So repeat after me. An year, an year, an year. A year, an year, a year, an year. This is the second difference between them. This one you start with a because of the consonant. This one you start with an because of the vowel. Got it? Okay. Last but not least comes our third tip, which regards something that I didn't know, and I used to make a lot of mistake regarding this one here, in the United States especially. And an American friend of mine told me that I was pronouncing a little bit wrong. So what's the secret? When it's singular, it gets easier because you know a, year, and year. Okay, that's simple. But what about plural nouns? For example, if I say 2 years, is that like 2 years like 2017 and 2018, or 2 years? What's the difference? Because people speak very fast, so you can't tell the difference most of the times. But there is a little secret here that I'd like to share with you. For example, I lived in the United States for 2 years. The secret here is when I say 2, in this case, because of this extra consonant that we have here, we kind of extend the sound and we link the sounds. We put them together. So repeat after me. 2 years. And the mistake that I used to make was, oh, I've been living in the United States for 2 years. 2 years. That doesn't make sense because it turns out to be this one. So he told me that I should link the sounds. So if you want to say that you lived at a place for this amount of time, you say 2 years, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years. You connect the sounds. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, etc. While this one here, you separate. You don't link the sounds. Everybody has 2 ears, 2 ears. You don't say 2 years. Can you tell the difference? This one, you link the sound. This one, you don't link the sound. 2 years, 2 ears. 2 years, 2 ears. Did you understand? Alright, so let's just check out the 3 tips that I told you during this video. The first one regards the phonetic symbol. This is a little longer, as you can see, because it has an extra letter here. So repeat after me. Ear, 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 ear. The second one regards singular. When we're talking about singular nouns, we can tell the difference by using a or an. I say a ear and ear. A ear and ear. And the last tip is about the connection between those. When I use this first one here, I need to connect, to link both words here. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years. While this one, I speak a little bit separately. 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, 2 years. Okay? It's a little confusing when you keep comparing them all the time. That's it, guys. I hope you've liked it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment right below and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much.